How you doing? Welcome to the stream, guys. So welcome in the chat, everyone. Everyone is welcome as always. That's everybody. So welcome, Dementia Joe Biden, MAGA Donald Trump, Alex Kabam, the Alphabet People, LGBT ABC. Welcome to everyone. So let's start the stream. So I'm gonna be auto fighting as usual. So if you're wondering why do I choose auto fight, it's because um when it comes to me, even if I knew how to stream, is what is this? I'm holding on to the phone, so when I do that, I block the speaker. As from my last stream, as you know, when I was forced to use my do it manually, I was blocking the speaker, and you couldn't really hear me. So, see how far this goes using auto fight. I mean, I'm collected in the first chapter. See how far I can go just using auto fight, using my highest rated champions. See how well that goes. So, just give me a second. I'll be back. I got something to do. So, so I mentioned on my last video that Onslaught is guaranteed to get nerfed. I I'm putting my money. I'm willing to put my money on it that he's going to get nerfed. Um, what else can I say? It just makes sense because they don't even want to make 6-star Quake. What's even worse, they don't even want to make 6-star Magic, which is almost like what? It makes absolutely no sense that they don't want to make those champions. I mean, if they're not gonna make those champions, imagine 7-star Onslaught pre-nerf. I mean, like, imagine he doesn't get nerf, which doesn't make sense because they already nerf the Red Guardian buff. So it makes absolutely no sense they would not nerf Onslaught. Now, I mean, just think about all the champions that been nerfed this year. Just name a few. You have Absorbing Man, Sandman's buff got nerfed, Red Guardian buff got nerfed, and keep in mind that Onslaught is the best, is better than those champions. Even though they, let's say if they didn't get nerfed, those champions that I mentioned, Absorbing Man, Red Guardian, what else? What else? Uh, Sandman. If they didn't get nerfed, Onslaught right now, pre-nerf, he's still better than those champions. I think without a doubt, Onslaught is the best champion this year. I mean, if Absorbing Man didn't get nerfed, I think Onslaught will give him a running for the best champion of 2023. But since Absorbing Man got nerfed, I think Onslaught right now, the way he is, pre-nerf, he's going to be the best champion of 2023. And I don't even think it's even close, really. Yeah, so about that, I don't know. I mean, like, why would they not make 6-star Quake or even 6-star Magic? Especially 6-star Magic. I just don't see the logic on that, you know? I mean, there's like so many better. I don't want to say it's not a lot, but I can say at least 3 champions that are better, that are Mystic champions than Magic. Obviously, there's Diablo. There's uh, there's Absorbing Man post nerf. Even Absorbing Man post nerf, if they were the same 6-star at the same star level, I think Absorbing Man is still better. You do know how to use Absorbing Man, of course. Doom, I think you can make an argument still better than Magic. Then there's Kushala, who I think is kind of debatable, but I think the fact that she is released as a 7-star will make is better than, definitely I would argue, better than a 6 star Magic. I mean, it just makes absolutely sense that a 7 star Kushala would be better than a 6 star Magic. What else? I mean, it's just ridiculous. And Quake. I mean, there's a 5 star Ascendant now, and I still don't see people using Quake, you know. So for her to be a 6 star, is it gonna break the game? Of course not. I mean, they have 7 star Onslaught. Of course, he's probably gonna get nerfed, but they have 7 star Diablo in the game. It doesn't make sense. They can't make 6 star Quake. It just there's just no idea. I don't have no idea what they're thinking or what's going on with Kabam, why they don't want to make those champions. Who knows why? Maybe you guys know better than me, or maybe Kabam's just lost their mind. Who knows exactly what they're thinking? What what's the logic behind it? If you know, let me know why. I'd be curious to why they nerfed them. And I haven't talked about the arena. I can't. We'll probably make a separate video on that. But I'm gonna talk about the arena. Like for average players, it's really hard to like get the infinite streak now because it's almost turned into a battlegrounds, which I really don't like playing at all. So when it comes to you're basically, if you're using 6 stars, you're going up against 7 stars or 6 star rank 5 extension. With your rank 1 6 star unawaken. It just seems like such an unfair fight. It makes it really hard, unless except the summoner trials where you can, like, the highest rank you can use is a 4 star. I personally think they really messed up the way they designed the arena. I think I could see their point because they didn't want to have like, 5 6 arenas going on at the same time. So that makes some sense. But the way they did it, it's just so poorly. I miss the days when I can use like my highest ranked 3 stars. My maxed out 3 stars, get the infinite streak. Same thing with my highest 4 star, get the infinite streak. And I believe same thing with a 5 star too, using my maxed out 5 star to get the infinite streak. I usually avoid the 6 star arena because it was much harder to get the infinite streak there, and it was just uh I mean, even though it was hard, it wasn't as bad as it is now. But back then, what do you call this? It just took much longer because you weren't using like the highest champion on the arena, and that's why it was like it just took longer. So it was nice back then. You get no mostly because you had the infinite streak. Much easier. Not only it was much easier. What else? You were able to use your highest rank so you can get the most maximum points. And for your, especially if you're time crunch, I always want to use my highest rank in the arena so I can do it faster. So it's unfortunate you can't really do that now, which sucks when it comes to the arena. What else? What do I think about the banquet? Oh, the banquet. I mean, the banquet is okay, but you know, it's not great. I mean, it's definitely better than last year, but it's such a the difference from last year compared to this year is just it's so little. It's like you can't even really tell the difference. It's almost the same as last year. It's just like what the heck, Kabam? You know, it's almost like if you're a Valiant, especially if you're a Valiant player, opening those greater banquet crystals, it almost seems like, is this even worth opening? When it comes to the greater banquet crystal, I don't think it would just, for me, it's like just a terrible investment unless you have all the money in the world. If you're a Valiant player, there's absolutely not worth it. Of course, if you're like uncollected or something like that, or even like as high as Stormbreaker, I think it's definitely worth it. But if you're like, like imagine be able to, have three 6 star rank fours, and you're not even Paragon. That just makes it much easier to become Paragon. I don't even think it's like that good of an offer if you're uncollected. I mean, not uncollected. Yeah, of course, if you're uncollected, it's good value. But if you're like Paragon when it comes to Greater Banker Crystal, I don't even think it's worth it, to be honest. I mean, it's borderline for sure. If you're a Thronebreaker and below, I think it's definitely a good value. Of course, the lower rank you are, if you're uncollected and stuff like that, yeah, it's definitely a good value. But besides that, I don't see the value on those offers. It just seems like such a bad offer. Might have to do this manually, as I mentioned, because I don't want to use manually. I block the speaker using my hand. But the way things are right now, because of this champion regents, it's gonna make it hard, really hard, not to do it manually. So I gotta do this. Um, I, I gotta do this. As you can see here, if I'm talking right now, I'm blocking the screen. I'm blocking the speaker, so it's a little bit harder. I don't know if you noticed when I did it manually, I was blocking the speaker, and you could see that it's a little bit harder for you to hear me. That's why I just prefer using Autofight. Even if I learn how to stream, I would probably gonna use Autofight because it's really hard to do it without um it's really hard to do it because you can tell like I'm mumbling when I'm playing manually. So I'm gonna use autoplay, see how it turns out, see how well it turns out. So I might pick the champions to fight to get the best matchup, especially, just like class advantage and stuff, and to get those charges with Corvus Glaive. So make it much easier for Autofight to do his job. So I can't wait to have Diablo as a 6-star rank 4 at least. So this will just gonna be pretty much gonna Autofight the entire quest. I mean, I know it is uncollected. Who knows? You might be able to, but it is chapter 1, so we might be able to still with the right synergy, of course, and have him at Sig 200. Without a doubt, 6-star rank 5 Ascension Diablo with Autofight uncollected. I don't know, entire uncollected, maybe not, but like 90. I would say obviously at least 90%, probably like closer to 95%. A 6-star rank 5 Ascension Diablo would be able to Autofight uncollected. So today, right now, so I'm gonna use. Oh, this is a perfect time to use Corvus Glaive. So let's just do this manually, because Hulkbuster is kind of like tricky champion to use. So I'm gonna. Oh yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. As I mentioned already, when I do it manually, I'm blocking the screen when so you might not be able to hear me when I'm playing because I'm blocking the screen with my hand. So now I'm gonna let go of it. I wanted to get those charges, those at least 2 charges right there. So that's gonna be really good for Corvus Glaive. Moving on, so we're just gonna Autofight all the way. See how that turns out. So we're gonna be Autofighting. Let's see, who am I gonna use? Angela, nice. Really would be nice to get at least a 6-star Odin. Having 7-star Odin even better. Even at just rank 1 unawakened, he's gonna get, being a 7-star, it's gonna get pretty far on this game for sure. So having Odin, with Angela, wow, just like be able to do some quests auto fighting, because the more fights she wins, the stronger she gets. Of course, if you know how Odin synergy works with Angela. So this is without Odin, so she doesn't really have. I mean, she's okay without Odin, but Odin it's just night and day. It's completely a different champion when you have Odin synergy with Angela. Come on, special 3. Let's go, Angela. Special 3. I'm gonna do it. Oh no. Oh dang it. I was trying to do it manually, but it was too late. Let's see. Hulkling? Yeah, let's get Hulkling in there. Hulkling might do decent on this one. Come on, Hulkling, let's go. So, what are my plans when it comes to the game. You know, I was really upset that they nerfed Red Guardian, and that only means that Onslaught's gonna get nerfed. Personally, I'm not a like the biggest fan when it comes to Onslaught's playstyle. I know he's going to be good, that's for sure, but he seems very clunky, and that always constantly throwing a heavy attack. I'm just not a big fan of that. So I don't. I mean, it's not gonna be like a champion I would play, but I know he's good, and maybe in the future I'll play him just because I know he's good. But I don't think it's like my favorite champion to play for sure. So yeah, that's that. My plans and I was like so upset about it. There was a time before they nerfed Red Guardian, I was thinking about spending $400. That's right, $400. Dang it, he got 2% left. That's unfortunate. On Cyber Weekend, because that would pretty much guarantee me like Valiant by the banquet event of next year. So if I was able to spend $400 for Cyber Weekend of next year, but you know what? After Kabam nerf Red Guardian, and probably obviously Onslaught is next to get nerfed, like nah, I don't even like consider spending money on Cyber Weekend, and even like for this year for the Greater Banquet Crystal, I was thinking about spending $50 on the Greater Banquet Crystal because it had a guaranteed 7 star and what 10 GBCs to go along with a guaranteed 7 star. Of course, the more uh, Greater Banquet Crystal you open, the better rewards you get from the milestones as well. So like for $50, this is not bad. I was so close. Then I find out I was so close to buying it. Then I found out that um, that offer is only for Valiant, I believe. So like, oh okay. I'm just kind of glad because maybe I'm kind of like happy that I didn't spend $50 because $50, is not a lot, but at the same time, like, you know, I could definitely use that $50. You know what I mean? It's something. It's kind of like it can be used for something else instead of this game, which Cascam has ripped a lot of people off with the nerfs and stuff. It's really just annoying how they can just get away with nerfing champions. Taking people. That's just such a like. That's just not fair. Like, can you believe that? They just like how crazy that is. Be able to like spend all this money and then they nerf a champion that you spend money on. Like, really, Kabam? Like, that seems just such a messed up situation. It makes me not want to spend the game for sure. Not want to spend money on the game. That's one thing for sure. Um, so if you're wondering why I'm doing this right now is because right now it's what do you call that, event quest. So I'm just trying to get the units so I can use it to buy Greater Banquet Crystal. As I already mentioned, I think if you're a Thronebreaker or below, the Greater Banquet Crystal is definitely game changing. Yeah, for sure if if you have the units for it. But if you're Valiant, even Paragon player, I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, you could definitely make, depending how much you spend on it, you can become a Valiant just by spending so much money in the game. Like, if you get number one, you're guaranteed to become Valiant if as long as you completed 8.3. If you get number one in the banquet, and you can pretty much, you know, you can pretty much form like two 7 star rank threes just from opening so many crystals from Greater Banquet crystals. I will pretty much guarantee there's somebody with like 4 7 star rank threes before even the rewards come out. I would willing to bet a lot of money that somebody will have 7 star rank 3 before all the rewards come out in January. I'm just kind of surprised. I wouldn't be surprised right now if somebody has 4 7 star rank 3s. I know you only technically, if you completed the Explore Necropolis 100%, you bought all the offers for Cyber Weekend, you could have 3 7 star rank 3s right now. So I'd be like surprised that nobody has even got one 7-star rank 3 from the Greater Banquet Crystal. Because there's a 1% chance you can gain what do you call that? What is it called? I might have to do this manually. See how well Hulkling does for this? Then I might have to do this manually. So it sucks. But let's see how well he does. Actually, let me just do it manually. You know what I like about Hulkling? He's not the hardest champion to use. He's one of my favorite champions to use actually because he's just so simple. You could hit the champion. You don't have to like hit them. You can just pretty much hit them on the block, which is so cool. I think for a champion to be able to do it, just hit the champion. Hit the. Look at this. Just hit him on the block. He becomes unblockable. Throw your special 2. Fight is over. You know, he's somewhat damage mastery friendly too, so this is such a good character they made when it comes to Hulkling. You know, that's the only few things Kabam got right is making, you know, Hulkling, because he's a good character. There's no doubt about it. I think probably belongs top 5 best cosmic champions in the game. As I already mentioned, why I was doing event quests is because of today is event quest completion, as you could see. So let's see, can I go even less? Can I keep going uncollected? Yeah, I might have to just do uncollected, you know. Should I? Yeah, let's try it again with this team, see how well I do. So where should I go? Yeah, let's go here. I just who should I use? I definitely should use Nebula. So let's use Nebula. Use auto fight. So my plans in the game, let's just start with not spending $0. You know, spending $0. I really shouldn't have expectation because it makes it really not fun when you have expectation as a free to play, and it also makes you want to spend money as well. So uh but if I do have a minimum expectation is to have a 6-star rank 5 extended Diablo. I know there's 7-star Diablo now, but I want to play with a 6-star rank 5 Diablo Ascended first, Sig 200, before I play with the 7-star. You know, I, eventually I'll move on to rank playing with 7-star Diablo, but actually not it doesn't have to be a 6-star rank 5 Ascended. Probably like even a 6-star rank 4 Diablo. Just get, just be able to play the 6-star before I can play the 7-star. What else? And have a 6 at the very minimum a 6-star rank 4 Aegon, because I want to do what do you call this? I want to do a completion when it comes to Necropolis. So I want to get at least a rank 4 to rank 5 gem. I don't really know how the road to cryptic works. If you do it like a year from now or 6 months from now, if you're still going to be able to get rewards when it comes to the debt, when it comes to Necropolis. I hope so. So I can just do a one completion. I'm able to get a rank 4 to rank 5 gem as well as an extended ascension, so I can get 6-star rank 4 and 6-star rank 5 extension Diablo. That would be nice. I'll be able to pretty much my goal, if once I get a 6-star rank 5 extension Diablo, explore Act 6, Labyrinth of Legends, as well as Abyss, and eventually explore what do you call that? Necropolis, but not until I get a 6-star rank 5 extension Aegon for me to do that, but that's gonna be a long time from now. For exploration, I mean, I'm probably definitely looking to complete it within a year. By the end of the banquet, before the end of the banquet of next year, or after the latest end of the banquet next year. So who knows how that will turn out? Getting a 6-star rank 5 Aegon to explore Necropolis. I want to take Angela and who else? And Hela to 6-star rank 5 extension, Sig 200, to be able to use in Sector 6. I all the way to maybe for hopefully past Zone 25, because I think that would be fun if I can get past Zone 25 in Sector 6. There might be even Sector 7 a year from now, most likely, but just Sector 6 Zone 25 would definitely be a good start. Having a 6-star rank 5 Ascension Angela or Hela, that would be awesome, I think. What else? Yeah, that's really it. My plan. I don't know if I'm gonna. Definitely not going thinking of spending money for spring cleaning or July 4th sales. Unless I obviously have all the money in the world, probably maybe, but that's it. The only way I could even consider ever spending money is Cyber Weekend of next year or the banquet. Right now, especially with Red Guardian nerf, I'm just really upset of Kabam. It's really annoying. They nerf champions. I just don't see the purpose of it. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. What else? So, right now, I just want to be able to, as far as goal, get a 6-star rank for Diablo. Technically, I could already do that. Max Sig 6-star rank for Sig 200 Diablo. But I really just want to do a big opening after the banquet is over. I'm pretty much, my goal is just to use Diablo to complete Act 7, and then hopefully I would have 3 6-star rank 4s to become Paragon. I'm not sure it's gonna happen or not, but I should definitely have at least 2 6-star rank 4s by the time banquet is over. I mean, if I spend as much units or open as many greater grand banquet crystal as I did last year, there's without a doubt I would have like at least 3 6-star rank 4s this year, or by the beginning of next year when the rewards is upcoming. It's just such a big I don't want to say it's a big difference, but yeah, there's definitely a difference for sure when it comes to the rewards this year and last year. Oh no, come on, let's go, Corvus Glaive. So yeah, so my goal is just to complete Act 7 just using 6-star rank for Diablo, because I know you can. Of course, it won't be itemless. That would just be, I would have to be the best player in the world to do that. I just don't think it's gonna be, gonna be very stressful, and I rather not. Just kind of like, I might just go there and just like, you know what? Let's just use Diablo. Who cares? See how well that turns out. Am I using Hulkling? Okay, see how Hulkling does here. So this is gonna be pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say. I'm a little disappointed. Red Guardian got nerfed. Onslaught is obviously inevitable. The Onslaught is gonna get nerfed, and I will definitely make a more detailed video when it comes to the arenas turning into battlegrounds for average players, because you're going up against 7 stars versus 6 stars, which is annoying. Yeah, so let me just do this manually. Come on, don't do it. Oh, come on, I freaking pressed special 3. Oh, it's annoying. As I already mentioned earlier, that's why I prefer auto fight versus doing it manually, because I'm blocking the screen with my hand. So sometimes you can hear me mumbling when I speak. So it's really annoying, of course, that I'm mumbling when I'm playing. It's like, of course, you want to hear what I have to say because I always say something important. So that's that. What else? Oh yeah, when it comes to incursion, I am using a 5 star right now, Angela. I just obviously I'm doing it for fun. I don't care about the rewards too much. Trying to challenge myself so I can get better at the game. Who knows how far I can go with 5 star Angela in incursion as in sector 6 zone 25, but I really hope I can get to at least zone 10 with 5 star Angela, and I'm trying to do it itemless as well. So who knows how well that's gonna turn out to be. Yeah, so I'm gonna pretty much end the stream here. Really, I don't know anything else I can say. Anything else you guys want to speak up? Let me know. But that's gonna be pretty much the end of it when it comes to the stream. Thank you.